This video is sponsored by Deep Cut Studios. For more information on officially licensed Guild Ball products, check the description below.
Hi guys, welcome back to TNG Productions. My name is Tom and I'm joined by the wonderful
Darren.
And we're not playing Batman today, what are we playing instead?
Bit of a change, more up your street, Guild Ball.
Allegedly a bit up our street. We're going to freely admit we've not played for several months, essentially.
I am learning this game.
The excuses come out immediately. So who are you bringing though?
I've decided to bring something that I don't think has been on the channel before. I'm bringing the Ratcatchers.
Lots of people asked for the Ratcatchers in the past, so this will be really exciting. I'm using the Masons Guild because it's been a while. Corbelly's safe comfort blanket
yes,
score goal.
Yes.
So we're playing tennis basically rather than football.
A little bit of ping and pong, and ping and pong.
It's worth saying as always, it's going to be more of a narrative focused battle report, so essentially we focus on the rule of cool rather than the rule of technical excellence.
And if there's a chance for a goal, there will be the goal.
We will score them goals.
Well, assuming I can roll dice.
So without further ado, we'll show the lineups and we'll see you in a sec.
And this is my Masons Guild team for today's match report. Now I have an honest confession to say that I did put a Facebook post up asking which captain people wanted me to play, and I think Honor did edge it, but as the day has came, I really want to just play the footballing game. So I'm going with Corbelly because I've not used him on the channel yet, and he's one that I used a few months ago and really had a lot of fun with. So he's accompanied by Wrecker just to roll around and fetch the ball if he needs to, and then I've gone for quite a bit of damage with Chisel, Granite and Mallet together. They're really good at stodging the middle of the field up, especially if we receive the ball to start the game, they can get their dodges to go forward. And then we've got Flint as the secondary goal threat. So we're hoping for Corbelly and Flint to kind of operate around the wings, banging the goals in, while the others kind of stodge up the opponents and try and do a fair bit of damage.
And this is my team for today's match report. So with the Ratcatchers, we've brought Piper, because he's our only captain, with his friend Squeak. Piper's mainly going to be doing shenanigans, lots of pushes, lots and lots of pushes in different directions, moving to you and having lots of tricks. We've then got Scourge and Miasma, which are my two 2-inch melee tag team disease throwing. We'll see how much disease we can get on the pitch.
All of the pitch, everything.
All of the disease.
Even the fans.
We've got Pelage, who is a mix. She's got a goal threat and is a secondary damage dealer to back up Scourge as well.
I've got 3 blokes in my team as well, so she can do a fair bit of damage to them.
Yeah, for the +1 damage for the hatred of male. The last one, I subbed in one of the Mort Guild players, so I've gone with Bonesaw to give me an extended threat with my goals. And under Reverie from Piper, he can score, well, twice in one turn potentially.
Yeah, his stamina is excellent as well, isn't it?
Stamina is excellent, but we'll see how he plays out.
And here we are then for today's game after the kick-off, and Darren smashed me with the roll-off to begin with, so he rightly chose for me to kick off to him. So Corbelly has just kind of wandered down the middle of the pitch within 4 of Mallet, so we had a ridiculous kick set and just basically daisy cut it across the centre line over into that wall. So you will be receiving to start the game, mate, and you've got quite an even spread of influence.
Yeah, with the way the team was looking and the setup, it's I think we're going to be playing, as we say, quite a fast scoring type game with the team setups that we have. So I think it's maybe a bit of recuperation, get the ball back to my lines and see where I can go from there and where I can spread play a little bit.
Definitely, and obviously you're starting with 2 of your people feeling quite poorly. I'm sure the disease will spread, but you've got Miasma and Scourge who start off feeling a little bit sick, and that disease will probably spread everywhere by the end of the second turn.
I have enough tokens for every model on the table +1 just in case.
So I've stacked Corbelly for my side and I've given Flint 3. I was really unsure whether it was worth stacking Corbelly, but I think he's my best threat at trying to get the ball at least for the first turn. 2 on Granite and then 1 on Mallet, and Chisel's got 1 just behind that ruin there, nothing on Wrecker, just to see if we can rush up. So we'll go to the first activation of the first turn, which will be the Ratcatchers.
So for the first activation, considering Corbelly's that close to the ball, I think the best idea is for me to go and get it.
Don't worry about him, he's fine. He's fine.
Yes, you say that now. You say that now, I trust you not. So starting off, Pelage, the lady. She only needed to get within 1 inch of the ball to pick it up, and we've measured out 8 inches, so we know that she can retrieve the ball and get to here.
Yeah, so she goes sprint just to that position there.
And then she's going to attempt to pass to her felly and lady on the team, the crazy rat lady.
Yeah, is my asthma really a lady? Oh, it's questionable.
It took me a while to actually realise that on the back of the card, but we'll see whether using my dice rather than yours actually changes me.
So looking for a 4, nail it.
Yeah.
You get a point of momentum. Do you want to bank that, mate?
I think.
Or would you like to dodge?
I think we're going to dodge behind our big friend.
Lovely, we'll measure that out and we'll cut back in a sec. Over to me then to start then, and Mallet is just going to make a sprint action. He's going to sprint himself just to the other side of this cover, remaining within an inch and keeping his football legend aura ready to go.
So simple activation for me, just trying to get a few more players in the way and up the pitch. We'll take Squeak, and he will just saunter his 5 inches up the pitch.
Okay, so we're going to go big early with Corbelli, because what else would you do with life? So he's going to go on a bit of a goal run. So I'm going to spend my first influence to make a 2-inch dodge of the 6 that we've got to move that out of the way. And you can see I've laid out everything else with my vague hopes of what I aim to achieve. So I'm then going to spend 2, which will get me to this position here for a charge. And we did measure this, but I'm just going to double check to make sure I am within 2 of Scourge, because I think it was a bit more shallow than that. So we're going to go to there and mod that off there. It's 5 tap base plus 4 for the charge against the 3-0 of Scourge.
3-0 for Scourge.
So let's see how we do. Come on, Corbelli. Many. No defense. No armor, sorry.
No armor.
So that will be a wrap, which is probably what we're after. The temptation is to knock him down on the way, but I think we're probably okay. So I'll take the momentous double dodge followed by the momentous push dodge. So I've got 3 inches worth of dodge, which is going to push Corbelli to there, I think. And then essentially I'm going to push you there. So yeah. That's not too bad so far. I'm still going to have to attack Scourge again. So we're currently on 3 momentum. I think I'm going to bonus time this just to make sure I get what I want to get. So I lose my charging dice and I've got attack 5 against Scourge. Looking for 3-0 again. I had my bonus time one as well, didn't I? Fool. No, didn't matter. So that is 4 hits. I will probably take the momentous push dodge again. I'm just going to push Scourge behind the rat there and take my 1-inch dodge into Miasma, taking me back up to 3 momentum. Then I'm going to spend a point of influence to attack Miasma. Now she's a little bit, as he scatters everything flying, she's a little bit harder to hit. She's 4s now, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. So she is 4-0.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to bonus time this one again to get the extra dice. So 6 tack, looking for a 4, looking for the 1 hit for the momentous tackle. He gets it, so I will just take the momentous tackle to take the ball off her. And then we're going to go for a tap-in shot with my last point of influence. So I am currently being engaged by Miasma, so my ridiculous 5 dice kick would go down to 4. I only need a 3 though, and I'm going to spend the point of momentum that I just gained for the tackle for the shot. So 4 dice looking for a 3. The temptation is to bonus time this just because bad dice, but we'll see how we do. Happy that one hits at least, so I'll take the 3. So he bangs it in, which would generate him a point of momentum, but I'm going to make a 4-inch dodge, which we'll do off camera in a second.
So, having seen Corbelli run up the pitch and just bang a goal in for fun.
That was a good lasso. The crowd went wild.
The crowd did go wild, but the crowd favourite, everybody's favourite heartthrob Scourge, got the ball on the kick out. So, in a petty sense of retribution, we are going to charge Corbelli with Scourge.
So you want to get within 2 inches of me, I imagine? Unless you want to barrel right in.
No, we're going to go to within 2 of you. So, just to here.
Taking the ball with you, obviously.
Yeah, we don't like leaving it behind. Taking our disease with us as well.
So you've got 11 dice coming at me here. I'm going to take a defensive stance because that'll take me up to 5s and 2. Sorry, you'll take me to 4s and 2 because I'm 3 and 2 normally. I'm not going to counter-attack though. I just want to see if I can stay stood up away from this knockdown. So we're 4s and 2 for the duration of this.
4s and 2. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3,
completely
4,
worthless with all the 6s.
So 5 will give me a momentous knockdown.
Oh, I'll put some on his bum. I'll pop that there. Not bad at all, mate.
And considering how you fell down, we'll do it again.
So is that 2 of your influence there?
2 influence gone, and then a third one for another attack.
So I'm down to 2 and 2 now, which is not the best place for Corbelly to be.
And
if you just push them back up into camera, mate, just up into there you go. So 2 misses, 2 away from armor. Oh no, no misses, just 2 away for armor.
So 2 for armour, and again 5 successes, but I'll take the 4 results, which will be 3 momentous, but because I'm diseased it goes up to 4 momentous damage.
Ouch, 2, 3, 4, puts me on 12 health.
And because he's got good feet for a big man, he's going to attempt to pass the ball to his good chum Bonesaw.
He's got good punching for a big man as well. So you're on a 2 dice kick.
2 dice kick, needing 3.
It is a tap in though, yeah, because you're right next to him.
So, here we go.
A 1 and a 2.
This is how it goes.
He hasn't got that good a feat for a big man. Do you want to roll with the direction, mate?
Direction?
It is, just going into my hand. In the 3, so it's probably going through him, so roll your distance.
3.
Yeah, so it'll go through Bonesaw, you just won't get the momentum for it, because it'll go there, which will go over his base. So happy for Bonesaw to pick it up?
Happy for Bonesaw to pick it up.
Not bad at all.
Okay, seeing the captain's having a very bad day, he's literally just picked up the disease condition as well. So not only is he knocked down, he's also just breathed in the musk, shall we say, of Scourge, and it's not filled Corbelly's lungs with any particular happiness. So Granite is going to spend an influence to make a sprinting action just up to the cover here, and she's going to spend her second one to put her Broken Earth character play up, which is a 4-inch rough ground aura.
So continuing on the theme, Miasma being a crazy rat lady, she's not too sure what this football game's all about, but she does know how to go and just try to mangle someone.
She didn't appreciate Corbelly running in and stealing the ball off her, which she probably thought was her favourite rat.
It was.
And now she's going to murder him for it.
So she, amazingly, as we've discussed off camera, she said 2-inch melee.
Yes, even though that model by no means should have a 2-inch melee by its sculpting, but never mind.
So she moves, shuffles in. We've already just checked. She's got attack 5 and she's got her big friend to help her out, so she's rolling 6 dice.
And I'm on 2s with 2 defence, sadly, at the moment.
Well, we know what my dice rolling's like after the last pass.
Yeah, so you'd be alright, yeah, so just push those up again with all those 6s. So 2 away for armour.
Gives her 4, which would give her either a double push, 2 damage, or she could take her Guild Ball result, which would be Erupting Sores.
I think that might be a better option, to be honest.
I'm feeling a momentous Guild Ball result for Erupting Sores. So you've got a choice. You can have 2 damage and poison, or you can have 2 damage and bleed.
I mean, I'll take the poison condition, because bleed does 3 damage and poison does 2, but annoyingly bleed goes away and poison doesn't. So I'll take 2 damage, which puts me down to 10 health. And I'm now poisoned and diseased. So he's also had a lung full of Miasma's unique fragrance.
Yes, Musk de Miasma.
He does not appreciate it.
But one thing I didn't do at the end of last term, which I should have remembered, was I actually spread disease to my own models as well. So
Le Bonesaw.
Le Bonesaw is also diseased.
It begins this way.
It diseased. It happens.
Okay, everyone's favourite mascot Wrecker is going to go next. He's got an 8-inch move. He's essentially going to move Rollerball himself up to here, going around the back of Chisel's base, which will give her a 2-inch push to push her to that position. There.
So, after seeing Corbelly go big as a captain, I think it's time for Piper to... well, it's time for you to pay him.
To pay the Piper, yeah.
So, he's going to start off, going to spend 1 to sprint, moving through to here, and then he's going to have the Swarm's Obedience and activate his legendary. So we've activated our legendary and our friendly little rats around the table have moved up, so we've shuffled Bonesaw further forward, Corbelly, Scourge, and Miasma has moved up behind as well.
Corbelly doesn't want to be there, he's not particularly pleased with this celebration, like the fans have bobbed in.
Yes, it's Mexican wave into the middle of the pitch, unfortunately into the middle of a bunch of diseased people.
Yeah, as we know from the story, the Ratcatchers kind of surrounding you usually ends in death rather than hugs.
But as well as the nice little jaunty tune that he's playing, he's going to go for a distracting tune and he's going to push using 1 momentum for his heroic play, and we're just going to nudge Corbelly
into your melee zone.
Into my melee zone. And then we're going to commence the punching of the ban.
So I'm out of my asthmas, but I'm in Scourge and Bonesaw, so you can get +2 dice here. So this will be this.
5 6 and 7.
And I am 2s and 2 on 10 health.
And we'll see how well this goes. So, 1 off the miss, 2 off the armour, 4 for Piper is 2 momentous damage.
Puts me down to 8 health.
And that's going quite well. We like how that's working.
We like this.
So we'll do it again. We like it less.
The ones are not as happy. 2 armour, so 2 hits.
2 hits, which, Piper's a mighty, mighty man. He's going to have a momentous... In fact...
So you got a momentous push, or a momentous double push, or a single damage.
I think we will have the damage.
The damage. A single point of damage?
Single point of damage.
Puts me on 7. Quite killable at this stage for
And
bones.
then we'll see what happens last.
Go for it, mate. 2s and 2. With your 7 attack. Still getting the 1s, but he's
Still getting the 1s. 3 is going to be 2 momentous damage again.
And that puts me on 5 health now.
And with that, Piper is quite happy that at least there's been some small measure of retribution.
Back to me then, I'm still holding off on Flint, so Chisel's going to spend her 1 influence, and thanks to the push from the Armadillo, she's going to sprint herself just onto the centre circle there. Hopefully just, creating a new foundation for when their captain gets absolutely butchered.
So, in an effort to even up the score, Bonesaw is going to try and do what Bonesaw does. Top of the turn, he's going to make his stamina jog, which we've measured out to
Big old base.
big ass base.
Taking the ball with him, of course.
Oh, because he's diseased, he's going to remove a condition from himself of being close enough to miasma.
Oh, does he get to do that automatically?
Miasma you get to remove 1 condition from the model within distance of it.
Fantastic.
So he's going to take the disease off himself first. He's then going to spend 1 to glide to ignore your
Broken Earth.
broken earth. He's going to make a sprint.
So we've got a 7-inch sprint, which we measured can get him just towards the other side of that kick scatter there.
So he shuffles to here, not really worrying too much about the effect of her base because he can move over.
Yes, because he's a ninja monk.
Ninja monk.
Now you were thinking about the charge here, but you've gone for the meditation instead, because that
The
logically
way I roll dice, I need rerolls.
so you can spend
So,
1 with the medication?
One for medication.
You've had
and
the medication. Yeah, you've had that.
And then 1 for the kick.
So you're going to spend 1 momentum for the shot. Do you want to bonus time it?
And we will be bonus timing it.
So he has 3 dice to start with. He'll go down to 2 because Granite's engaging him. Back up to 3.
And hopefully...
With re-rolls, you need a 4+.
1 4+ on 6 dice.
I think you'll be okay.
Let's see how we go.
Bangs it. Do you want to re-roll the 2 misses in case you get a scream? The 4 and 2 in case you get a
We
scream?
will attempt that. Screamer time.
No. But he bangs the goal in, so...
He gets the goal. So I go up a momentum.
Do you want to dodge?
Do I want to dodge? I think we will dodge him back, spending the 1 that we've just earned, and just bring him back over the halfway line.
Yeah, gets him out of trouble a little bit.
Get him out of dodge. And
Right.
that's Bonesaw's activation.
Awesome. And the ball has been booted out onto the rough ground just ahead of Flintus, and I've been weighing up how to use Corbelli's dodge before he dies, essentially. So, Flint is going to spend 1 for his Where Did They Go dodge, which will get him 2 here inside this beautiful, beautiful Scene UK rough ground. I'm then going to make a 6-inch sprint because I'm on rough ground, which will get me to this position here with the ball. And now essentially I've got to think about past targets. Does Flint keep hold of it? Is it worth it? I mean, I could dodge Corbelli 4 inches backwards, which kind of forces you to charge him, which means Granite gets involved. I think it's a little bit of a tricky decision. I'm going to declare that I'm passing to Granite, which means that before the pass is made, I get to make a 4-inch dodge with one of the models on the pitch. I am going to use Corbelli, and I'm going to dodge him into the cover there. Not that it's going to make too much difference, but it means that he's just outside of 4 inches of Granite, but it brings you forward, which is probably worth it. I've got a 4 dice tap in to Granite, because Flint is amazing at kicking. Needing a 3, he gets a screamer of a pass, which will just knock it to Granite. There. It'll generate me a point of momentum, most importantly, which puts me up to 2, leading the momentum race. And I think That'll do for me. So we will end the turn and catch you in a sec. Okay, this is the picture at the end of the first turn. The score is 4 each, with Corbelli ticking down to 2 health, with the pain of the poison and the disease adding up. Miasma and Scourge have also taken their incidental point of damage that they don't really care about. And we believe it's 2 momentum to 1 in favour of the Masons. So let's flip over our brand new game plan cards. I've gone for a +7. You've gone for a +7 as well. Oh, so we've got caught out position, and then we've got risky play. So I get to, well, you and I both get to make an enemy make a 2-inch dodge, and I lose an influence for this turn, so I'll lose my goal influence. And you get to make me give one of my squaddies +1 tack with risky play.
Yep, you choose their squaddy to have the +1 tack.
So we'll do the dodges, we'll do the +1 tack, and we'll cut back with our influence for turn 2 in a sec. And this is the picture as we go into the second turn, and I pushed dodge Bonesaw, and you dodge Corbelli, essentially. And we've both put ourselves in an interesting position that me leaving the ball on granite has both made both our lives difficult, essentially. I've given the +1 tack to Chisel because she's in the middle of the board and threatening things with tack 7. I've gone for quite an even spread. I've got 4 influence on Corbelli because I feel like he probably needs to activate first, and acrobatic and try and generate a bit of momentum for the team before he inevitably dies. 4 on Chisel, so she's threatening a takeout on somebody. Bonesaw being in cover is a massive pain. 3 on Flint, 2 on Granite, nothing on Mallet and Wrecker. You've got some influence hidden behind there, mate. How much has Miasma and Scourge got?
Scourge has 3 and Miasma has 2.
Just so they can put some damage out. Speaking of damage, how's Pelage looking?
Pelage is looking like she's not taken anything yet, but she's got 4 to try and put some hurt out.
Yeah, she's going to really dish them out. 2 on Bonesaw so we can threaten getting the ball off Granite and banking in a goal, and 3 on Piper, I suppose, for pipery things. You were thinking about Squeak for the push.
I was thinking about using him to try and get the Dreadful Shriek off, so that basically if I can move into a model, charge it, and then maybe move that model and follow that model up with Squeak, because he can tag along with behind her. Just bringing a model into the middle of my team so that I can hopefully jump up and down on it. But in the end, I've left him where he is.
So you've got a point of momentum to start with. I'm on -1 influence, so I've not used my goal influence. And we've got the first activation of turn 2, which will be the Masons Guild. There's a lot of lamenting going on off camera here about my life choices. So Corbelli's going to go first. He's going to forfeit his movement to stand up. And he's going to spend 1 to make a 2-inch acrobatic dodge. And he is going to dodge himself 2 inches to there. So engaging Bonesaw, not being engaged by Bonesaw. We've got 3 influence to play with. Now I was tempted to just dodge into cover. In fact, yeah, I'll go a little bit more shallow, if you're happy with that, mate. Just
Absolutely.
so I'm just about in cover. But, is there a place I can go? Go there. So I'm in cover, but outside of Bonesaw. I'm then thinking about the dummy pass, which is a 4-inch dodge to someone within 8 inches. And its question is, who's the better person for such a dummy pass? I don't really want to open the track too much for Granite to get absolutely smashed, and that's the problem for me. I think I'm going to attack Bonesaw first, and then with the last influence I'll see what I want to do. So, round of attacks on Bonesaw, who is unfortunately in cover, so I'm on 4 tack, looking for 5s here.
Defense 5.
Oh, come on. Hey, we get 2 successful hits there, I'll take that. That's going to be a momentous double dodge for Corbelli. So, as I rattle around in the background, for a 2-inch dodge. See, I put all that effort about putting him in cover, and now I'm just going to completely ruin it anyway. Where does 1 2-inch dodge? I'm going to 2-inch dodge to there, so I'm still engaging him. I'll attack him again. So again, 4 dice, looking for a 5+. Get 2 5+s again. So I'll probably take another momentous double dodge, which will probably not dodge me too far, actually. I'm just going to go a bit more shallow to there, so I'm not completely blocking Flint off. Now I've got 2 momentum here in which to heal Corbelli 4 health, which makes him a bit more survivable, but then I would have used all my momentum. The dummy pass is tempting. I think now I'm in a decent position. I'm going to try and attack Bonesaw again, which might be greedy, but one has to be greedy in some situations. So we're looking for a 5+. It was greedy. Unluckily, his defense is too good. So now I've got the question, do I spend my momentum to heal Corbelli, or do we leave him to basically get smushed by the next person that activates. I think I need to keep hold of my momentum, so I'm going to end my activation there. So we had a lot of discussion off camera.
Lots of discussion off camera on this one because I have the choice. Do I throw Pelagin and then lose her in retaliation, basically just trading a model for a model with activations? Also bringing Granite forward?
Yeah, Granite with her between a rock is not great.
So we then went with Piper, and Piper's going to try and do some Piper type things.
Yeah, you were originally thinking of trying to use the Haunting Melody straight away because you are within 8 of Corbelli, but then I just Parting Blow
and knock me on my
with
backside.
Granite. So Piper's going to move up, isn't he? He's going to jog to start with, I think.
Yeah, so he's going to just have a little saunter up to that 4-inch distance that we've got measured out.
In cover as well, which is always nice.
Then we're going to use our 1 momentum for Distracting Tune.
I'll shuffle him here. 2 inches to there.
And then we're going to say, Haunting Melody, would you like me to come to you or you to come to me?
Now the decision here is, I could bring you to me, but then Piper just starts pushing him, getting in my face, which I don't want. I know Corbelli then moves outside of Granite's range if I come to you, but I think, yeah, Corbelli can come towards you.
Corbelli comes towards me, so...
Do you want to go to base or within an inch?
We will... I don't want to be counter-attacked and pushed back.
So base to base?
Base to base, I think.
That's fine. Will put me into cover, unless you want me to jog there. Is it towards or directly?
It's directly toward...
What does it say? Makes a jog towards the church. So as long as I end up closer than I was, so you can make me jog to there.
I'll jog you to there, yeah.
That's fair. Into base to base. This is where the keyboards start bashing there, but I'm more than happy with that. So I'm not in cover, and I'm outside of 4 inches of Granite.
So, we'll have a first attack.
Oh, Piper needs to do a lot of damage, doesn't he? I'm going to counter-attack because I want to see what happens, essentially. I think it's going to be very hard for me to hit you with the counter-attack, but we'll try. So you're on how many dice, mate?
I'm on 5 dice.
And I'm 3s and 2. Just make sure that's in short. Yeah, just in the corner there. I'll just push it up there, mate. So 2 misses.
So we'll take those off.
2 away for armour.
Which will give us... Well, we're going to have a momentum. And we're just going to have
A push. Where would you like to push me?
And we're going to push you 1 inch. And I think we're just going to see if we can get our friend to help out.
That'll make my counter-attack a lot harder then, won't it?
And we'll do that.
Right, so I've got my counter, so my 5 tack will go down to 3 because you are in cover and Squeak is helping you out.
Yes.
And I'm looking for 5 pluses here.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Corbelli. No, 1 hit. 1 hit from Corbelli is going to be a 1-inch dodge. I think I'm just going to dodge myself. Oh, I'll dodge everybody. I'll dodge everything. Just going to dodge myself to there. So I'm outside of Squeak, but still very much in Piper's pain range.
So Piper will make his second swing.
So if you roll up here, mate, should be a camera shot. 3s and 2.
So a little bit better this time. 2 on Piper is a double push.
Oh, I think you are. Yeah, that's right. Double push. Where do you want to push me?
Well, I think we're going to see if we can shuffle you back
Towards the lines.
back towards the lines, and we will go 1, 2.
The other good thing about Darren doing this is he's actually stodged up my goal run a little bit by kind of dominating the middle of the pitch there.
Still keeps you outside of Scourge.
And you've got 1 more influence to play with.
Move it a touch that way, so just to make sure
Squeak is
engaging. And we will have 1 more.
Dice of verification 1.
And both of these have been momentous for me at least.
Yep. And
so
you're on 6 tack now, looking for 3s and 2. Do you want to do anything else?
I think we're going to bonus time.
Yep. So 7 tack, looking for 3s and 2.
And basically, all of these want to hit. And even then, I can't kill you.
You can really hurt him though.
So.
Oh, 1s. 2 armour. 2 hits, that'll be.
So we will have a double push, I think, again for a momentum.
You can put me right in the middle of everybody then, can't you, I suppose?
And I think, looking at it, we'll bring you closer to our friend. Our friend, your friend and mine, Mr. Scourge. the Scourge, the Scourginator,
Scourging McScourgeface.
Scourging McScourgeface.
So we've done a bit of housekeeping because Corbelli activated with disease. So actually all 3 of these have got the disease condition now, which is useful for us to keep in mind of. Darren's just said the one thing with the rats is keeping track of this disease is a massive pain. Especially with the gaps we've got in recording activation.
Well, we also have half the players on the pitch now on disease.
Yeah, which is always good. So one of the healthy ones for now, Chisel, is going to make a 6-inch move and she's going to move to here. At this point, she's engaging Pelage, Piper, and Bonesaw. Now, I accept this is going to be quite painful with hitting Bonesaw but engaging Pelage. But we're going to see how we go. I'm going to spend my 1 momentum to Heroic, which means I can use character play for free. So Chisel's going to give herself Iron Fists, which is +1 damage to her playbook damage results. And she's going to have a go at attacking Bonesaw. So she's currently got 7 attack thanks to the game plan card, but it'll go down to 6 because Bonesaw is in cover. And we're looking for 5 pluses. So with a bit of decent dice, this might be good. With bad dice, I cry. So 5 pluses. Oh, it's a solid start. 3 hits is going to be a momentous 2 up to 3 damage.
Okay.
Puts him down to 9.
9.
She'll go again. I'm not going to be bonus timing these. Nothing. She'll go again. Just want to try and get a bit of momentum on the board because it's going to be a tight turn for momentum.
Yeah, because one of the things we talked about was whether it was worth attacking Pelage as well, but because
Don't
you can't generate momentum.
Empathy's very good. 3 hits again. Momentous 2 up to 3. And 1 final round of attacks. Now, I was tempted to go and just burst the rat, so I got Reveling up, but I think the way this is playing out, this is probably safer. 6s for days. How much health is Bonesaw on, mate?
6.
I'll take the non-momentous 3 up to 4 damage. Puts him on 2. Now, Chisel will sadly end their activation, and I think Pelage basically says, I don't like you, so I'm going to give you a hug. So I take 3 damage from that, which is never great for Chisel. She doesn't like taking damage. Puts her on 11 health, but it's a decent bit of damage that she has done. Now, annoyingly, I believe she's just out of 4 inches of granite for support, but solid activation.
So, a bit of a discussion about how we try and remove either Corbelli or do something back, because that wasn't nice. Bonesaw didn't appreciate that. In the end, I've gone with something very, very straightforward. I'm going to activate Scourge, who's going to spend 1 to attempt to punch
Corbelli. So Corbelli is 3s and 2 on 2 health. I'm not going to be counter-attacking this.
I've got crowding out from Piper, so we will look at...
Just there, mate. There you go.
1, 2, 3, which gives me 5 successes. 5 successes is 3 momentous, goes up to 4 momentous because I'm diseased.
And that will kill him. So you get a point of momentum for the attack and a point of momentum for the kill. Takes you up to 6 VP as well.
Now I have some choices. We never like choices.
That's why everyone should just play the butchers or the fish. Your choice is either stab or score.
Butchers and fish are interesting. Looking at Scourge now...
He can get stuck into Chisel.
He can, and I'm just wondering whether he's going to be able to bring Squeak with him.
Ah, with the tag-along.
With the tag-along. Which I wish I'd thought of before. But looking at it now, I probably will, because I'll leave Squeak's melee zone, and tag-along means I can make a jog directly towards it. Probably won't assist me much here.
No, I mean, I think Squeak just ends up right next to your base, so it might be worth just barreling forward unless you want Squeak to kind of be tucked in.
So, we'll have 1
sprint
to sprint.
So you got 7-inch sprint.
7-inch sprint.
So you go 5 there, 2 there. I mean, you can get farther away, but you can definitely get within 2 of her.
Which we'll do. We'll get to within distance there.
Awesome.
And we will have 1 swing.
So that is 3s and 1 on poor old Chisel. You got some dice there if you want me. She is in cover, so you'll lose a dice.
So down to 6.
And I think if you roll there, mate, you should be right. Was tasty. 2 misses, 1 away from armour, 3 hits.
3 hits on Scourge. is either 3 momentous damage or a knockdown. And I have a feeling we will take a 3 momentous damage.
1, 2, 3, puts her on 8 health.
And are we close enough to help our friend Bonesaw out for a bit of healing?
You're within 8 inches, yeah. I mean, it will cost you the extra momentum to do it because he's diseased. It's worth me saying, I'll put this on Chisel now because she's going to get poorly in a second.
And so's Piper.
And Squeak.
And Squeak. So, yeah, the entire table
It's starting to fill up with sickness.
is diseased.
Just Mallet and Wrecker going, what's the issue?
Hopefully, we will...
So you'll be spending 3 momentum here to assist Bonesaw.
Which we will spend.
Okay, so Bonesaw heals 4 HP. Which takes him up to 6, is it?
Takes him up to 6. Makes it a choice anyway.
Definitely. Back to me.
Right, now is probably the time for Granite to go. So the first thing she's going to do is drop the ball to Flint. She's going to move herself 4 inches so that she is there, outside of an inch of both Bonesaw and Scourge, but obviously engaged by Scourge. I'm going to attack Scourge. So I've got 6 attack base, plus 1 for Chisel being nearby. And Scourge is 3-0.
3-0.
Roll that one. So miss, no armor.
No armor.
3, 4, 5, 6 is the full playbook, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of the fun things are very tempting, but I'm just going to take a momentous knockdown.
Just to put him on his bum.
And it gets me a 3rd piece of momentum.
I'm then going to make an attack on Bonesaw. So Chisel is ganging up on him, but then I'd lose a dice because of the cover. So we'd be on our 6 attack base, looking for 5s and 0.
Yep.
We get 3 hits,
But again, we're just simply going to take the momentous knockdown
on Bonesaw.
puts us up to 4 momentum, and she's closing ranks now. It's whether I spend the 3 to heal Chisel. Ooh, decisions. I'm not for now. I'm just going to keep hold of my momentum, I think. Yes.
So, lots of thinking and talking off camera again.
A little bit of pizza time.
Little bits of pizza time. And I think it's time to go for Pelage and see how angry she can get. So, she's currently engaged,
By Chisel.
but she's going to be sprinting away. We've got a proxy base already measured in for where we want her to go.
Yeah, Chisel doesn't have a knockdown, so unless I magically get an auto kill, you will get there.
So 1 for my sprint.
So Chisel's got attack 7, -1 because you're in cover when you leave, +2 because it's a passing blow, and Pelage is 5 pluses.
5 plus.
That is 2 hits, can't generate momentous results, so that'll be 3 damage because I'm on the +1 damage with the Iron Fist. So knocks her down to...
Knocks her down to 9.
That's okay. But now you are free, so you're ending within an inch of Granite and Flint, just so you've got the ability to kind of tie Granite down a little bit, I suppose.
Tie them down a little bit, try and put out, well, you will choose which condition it will be, but I'm going to try to throw in some attacks out as well. So, with my basic attack of 5...
Now you can choose to attack Granite and then you only be at -1 attack. Or you can choose to attack Flint, you'd be at -2 because Granite has got the close ranks ability.
However, I feel that if I attack Granite, she'll probably put me on my backside. Whereas Flint may just dodge away. So I'm going to attempt to attack Flint to start with.
Yeah, I'll take the counter attack, spending 1 of my momentum. So you're on attack 3 versus Flint's 4s and 1 ability now because he's had a defensive buff.
Okay, so that'll be nothing.
That'll be none of the things.
None of the things.
So Flint has got attack of 4. He'll gain 1 for Granite helping him out. Looking for 5s on Pelage. And we get... So you happy with that one there?
Yeah, happy with that.
So we get 3 hits. I could take the momentous where did they go, but instead I'm just going to take the push dodge, I believe. So I am going to chuck a dice on the floor. I'm going to dodge an inch, nya, and I'm going to push you an inch back to there. So you're not engaging Granite, but you are engaged by granite, and outside of 2 inches for that nasty grim caress thing that you tend to do.
So, and that, as she has nothing really in terms of character plays that she can do, will end her activation.
So, do you want to do your Cloak of Rats on granite just before you end it?
Well, Cloak of Rats, so you get to choose whether you suffer snared or whether you're going to take 3 damage.
I think granite will take the 3 damage, so that'll put her down to 17 HP.
Over to your boy Flintus then. He's going to try and bang in the goal, keep the flow of play going. So he's going to spend 1 to make a sprint action. Luckily, Scourge is knocked down, so I'm going to sprint next to the rat here. I'm going to spend a second 1 to make a 4-inch where did they go dodge, which takes me to the second proxy base here, taking the ball and my nasty disease with me. And I'm going to make a shot on goal with my last influence. I'm going to spend a point of momentum, which knocks me down to 2. To make a 4 dice tap in. It's Flint, so everyone knows he'll miss it, but I'm not going to bonus time it. We're just going to see how we do with this. So 4 dice, looking for a 3+. Just about scores. And I'm going to spend the momentum. I'm going to make a 4-inch dodge, and we'll cut back in a sec.
Okay, so we've already done the kick out.
Flint has dodged away from my asthma. He doesn't want any rats being thrown at his face.
She doesn't understand why people don't want to give her a hug. But she has decided she's going to try and play some football. You know, there's a ball on the pitch, it looks like a rat, she's going to try throwing it around. So, she's going to have 1 for her sprint to move her.
Basically inside the ball, just about, isn't it?
Yeah, just to take to the ball. And then she's going to attempt to pass to another angry lady.
So, Pelage, you've got a 3-6 kick, I think.
3-6 kick, so we'll see how this goes.
Got space there, mate, I think. Nails it. Absolutely nails it.
I can't do this on turn 1 with Scourge, but apparently I can pass it to Pelage.
So generate your point of momentum.
And give the ball to her. She is not going to dodge, she's going to stay exactly where she is.
Awesome, so we'll come back. Over to Mallet then. He's kind of just there for his football legend at the moment, so he's going to make a 4-inch move just to this position here, meaning he's engaging both the rat and Scourge, and just kind of making sure his aura's in the middle of the pitch as we hopefully go for the last goal.
So, starting off now with Bonesaw, and he's knocked down, but because he is carrying that disease and he's within distance of miasma, he's going to remove a condition.
Yeah, magically gone.
I have stood up because I am not feeling well. He's now going to use his stamina jog.
Yep, so you can make a free move.
And he's going to attempt to just move round to the other side of granite.
Yeah, so you can go over bases. We've done a sneaky check with some proper pro guild ballers saying could the stamina heal the knockdown, and the answer was no, which is why we've done it this way around. You will take a parting blow from Chisel, because you're walking out of her melee zone, so she's tax 7 with the +2 for the parting blow. So we don't think you get ganging up for this, so we're just going to roll straight dice. So I'm looking for 6s though, because you're slippery.
Was it -1 for the cover, or was...
I think when you leave my melee zone, you won't be in the cover, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, needing 6s. 2 6s, which will be 2 damage up to 3, because I've got the Iron Fist.
So, thankfully, because I did heal myself,
He's
I'm
on
still
3
on 3.
health. He's okay.
And just leaving myself close enough to give her a little bit of a tickle.
I think I'm going to counter-attack with Granite. I can't really kill you because her 3 damage is on many, many hits, but I'm going to put you on a scarily low amount of health, I think.
I can accept scarily low.
So I'll declare a counter here.
So 5 dice for me.
Looking for 3s and 2. Here you go, mate, just about there, be fine.
So 1 miss, 2 armour.
2 armour.
Gives me a momentous push dodge.
Ooh, good one.
I believe. Yes, momentous push dodge. Interesting.
Now you need to think what to do with such a push dodge.
With such a push dodge, I think I may...
I think you can make 2 inches of separation.
I will have 2 inches of separation. Like 3 degrees of separation. So we will nudge me this way. And nudge you.
I think, yeah, if you push her at the angle there, do not really want her engaged. She's going to be engaged with Pelage really either way, isn't she, I suppose? If I move
push her there.
If I move the Iron Fist out the way, and then you could probably very shallowly that way.
Yeah, we'll very shallowly put you into there. Oops. Nudging Pelage. just keep you out of Pelagi's distance.
Nice.
And I still have his movement.
You do still have his movement. Get within a tap-in range, maybe.
Thinking of going in and getting in within tapping range, or just running away distance, to be quite honest with you. So I will have a sprint for 7. And basically get out of dodge. Because
I will say, be aware Corbelli's coming back on the pitch.
Yes.
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 Not that he's going to go after Bonesaw when Pelage is there, but still.
You could go and just be annoying over here. Jumping over. No, because do I want more momentum?
Temptations.
You've got 1 left.
I have got 1 left.
And I've got 4 because I have had a momentous result. Do I want to do anything shiny? I'm just going to go and stand in the centre circle.
That seems fair.
At least it looks like we're threatening a goal.
Okay, Bonesaw wants something to hit, so let's give him something to hit, I suppose. Wrecker's just going to be like, hey, how you doing? How's it going?
How are you doing? So, with the last activation for me, Squeak is really having a massive impact on the game at the moment.
He's engaged by Mallet at the moment, so he might get whack-a-mole or whack-a-ratted.
He's just going to walk up to Mallet.
Put a melee zone on him.
Put a melee zone on him and squeak at him.
Lovely. And this is the picture at the end of the second turn, and we've just noticed that Chisel had also got disease, so pretty much everybody apart from Wrecker is feeling very poorly at the moment.
Yeah, I've actually only got 2 disease tokens left, which are Corbelly and Wrecker. Everyone else is coming down with a little bit of a cold.
Yeah, so Chisel, Granite, Mallet and Flint have all ticked down an extra health, and everybody on your team has ticked down a health as well.
Yep.
So currently you're up on momentum, we think. I think it's 4-1 with the score currently 8-6 in favour of the Masons, with the Ratcatchers looking very likely to bang in a goal. So we'll flip over our game plan cards, my dear. I've gone for a +1 simply, and you've gone for a +5. So you've got the ability to use gliding without MP. That's a really good one.
I'm liking the look of this new deck.
With this big rough ground patches, that's fantastic. I've got Breakout the Knives, which is friendly squaddy models gain +1 tack, which is also quite nice as well. So you'll be going first, my dear. So if you elect to go first,
I will be going first.
So we'll go to the initiative set up and get our influence sorted, and we'll see you in a sec. And this is how we look for the influence allocation for turn 3, and we're going for the goals, mate, aren't we?
Absolutely.
There's definitely a keep away on the table for you, but we're not going to do that because no one wants to watch that. So you're loading up Pelage with 3 in the hope of maybe a bounce off Wrecker goal.
That's the plan.
I'm hoping to do something ridiculous with Corbelli. So Corbelli's came along at the bottom of the pitch, and we're going to see if we can get the full length return goal, which requires all of the dice to line up and all of the stars, but it's feasible and it'll be a fun way to end.
I think it is very feasible. It's well within option of doing it.
Aside from that, you've put a lot of pain out for Miasma and Scourge, just in case they need to punch some things to death, and Pipe up for pushes.
Yep, and the rat is there again. And Bonesaw will probably just salute, just
to chill there. Flint's got 4 on him for the inevitable moment when Corbelli misses his crowning glory, and Flint can kind of steal it. So, first activation of turn 3, which will be the Ratcatcher skill.
Okay, so for first activation, Pelage is going for straightforward. Instead of trying to hurt someone, she's going to try and put some ball in the back of the net.
Some ball in net.
Ball in net. So we've already measured it out to take her to the proxy base over here.
She's charged. I am not going to declare anything because I kind of need the momentum to hit Bonesaw in a second.
So let's have some more disease.
So it's 2s and 3 against Wrecker, mate. On how many dice are you rolling?
5 dice base with 4 for charging and a 10th for Bonesaw's assist.
So 2s with 3. She hits everything bar 1.
1, and then 3 armour.
3 armour.
So she gets 6, which may wrap.
That is a wrap.
Well, just because I can.
Go to the tap-in by any chance?
Yes.
You can momentous dodge, momentous double dodge.
This will be what we will do.
There's a 3-inch widget just down there if you need it.
So we will 3-inch dodge with 2 momentum. Take the ball with us.
Do you want a bonus time to tap in?
I am bonus timing a tap in because this is how I roll.
4 dice then, mate. Best of luck. Needing a 3. You've got this. Yeah, she bangs it in. Gets your momentum back.
Good.
Do you want to dodge anywhere? He's swaying. He's thinking.
I'm thinking about maybe dodging towards Corbelly.
You can. He's going to acrobatic, so he's not going to worry too much, but you can go for it if you want to.
Just might like to give him a hug.
We'll cut back. I'll bring the ball out. We'll see what Darren wants to do.
I will make a simple decision. We will.
Yeah.
We'll go and hug him.
Very rude. Very rude indeed.
But it will give you a choice of snared
Or 3 damage.
or 3 damage.
I'll take the 3 damage.
There we are.
That puts me on 5. There's a serious gasp on camera then for a second because the ball scatter went 6 to the 6 and decided to go absolutely flying, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to try and pass it to Flint, and then I realised Corbelly has an absolutely horrendous legendary play, which is great. So, Corbelly's poisoned, well not poisoned, he's diseased now, so is that every player on the pitch?
Every player on the pitch. I've run out of disease tokens. Everyone.
So we've mapped what we're trying to do, and we'll show you in a second. So I'm going to spend one of my influence to make a acrobatic dodge to here, which takes me, we've just measured it, just outside of Pelage's melee zone. I think if I go a little bit more that way. We're then going to declare an attack on Bonesaw. We're outside of his melee zone. I'm going to bonus time using my 1 point of influence. So I have got a attack of 5. I get 1 for Rekka, and I get 1 for my bonus time, and I'm looking for 5s here against Bonesaw, aren't I, mate?
5s against Bonesaw. This is where
it all falls
where I
apart.
pray.
Alright, we're fine. We get 3 hits there, which is going to be the momentous double dodge, which will take us to this position here. 4 influence remaining. It's at this point Corbelly is just going to double check that he's within 6 inches of the ball. I'm going to declare my playing the game legendary play, and I'm going to pick that up. So we've still got a fair bit to do here. I'm going to declare a charge at Squeak, ending outside of an inch of him there. Taking the ball with me, spending 2 of my influence, so I've got 2 left after this. Squeak's defense
is 3 armor 1. He's the only person with armor in my team.
So I've got tack 5, 4 for charging, plus 1 for malice.
Yep.
3s and 1. I think that's his sickness token there. So
20s.
a miss, an armor. I think Corbelly's
Oh, another miss.
Oh, another miss. Good spot.
Still enough.
I think I've got a playbook of 5. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's going to be a momentous double dodge, so puts me on 3 momentum. I've got 4 inches of dodging, so I think I'm just going to jump myself over to there. I've still got an influence left. I mean, I could have hit the rat a little bit more, but we're going to try and close out the game. So, Corbelly is within 4 inches of Mallet, meaning he's within the football legend aura. I'm going to declare a kick on goal.
You may even be within 7 inches anyway.
Yeah, so I've got a 9-inch kick currently, but it's more the extra dice that's the value here. So,
Yeah.
Corbelly's got it's going to spend a momentum for the kick and the bonus time. He's got 5 dice base, because that's apparently okay. 5 dice base, plus 1 for football legend, and plus 1 for the bonus time, meaning he's got 7 dice needing a 4+, and if anyone could ever mess this up, it's going to be me. We're just going to scoot this forward, because he has actually ran the length of the pitch, which is a bit ridiculous.
Hoodoo.
Bad juju. He scores. He scores. Good game, mates.
Highly entertaining.
What a ridiculous goal run that was to finish the game. So that is a fantastic game, and we'll go to the post-match in a sec. A goal run at the end. I'm so glad that paid off, because that kick scatter, I had a panic attack.
Up until the minute that you realised that you did actually have
The legendary.
I've got a legendary. You should have seen the dance.
That
was a dance.
That was a little groove. That was a real. I really enjoyed that game. I love footballing teams against each other.
They're my favourite aspects of the team. I think the top of turn 2, when you got that initiative, where we both played the +7s, it was like. But it was absolutely hilarious game, absolutely brilliant. Such a distance of a goal threat you don't realise until you've seen it on the table against Corbelly, and he's not someone I've played against before.
And there's a lot of discussion in between each activation of like what was on the table, and every time we felt there was something on that we could go for, either a takeout or, even though there wasn't many takeouts, there was an opportunity. You got the captain as well.
That's what he gets for scoring 2 goals.
Pelage banging a goal in, always really good as well.
Well, it's only more hilarious if Miasma manages to score because she rarely gets across the halfway line.
Well, you diseased the whole team though, so that is definitely a moral victory.
I diseased
for you.
every single model
Everybody's sick.
on the pitch. I had 12 disease tokens and every single one was in use.
Which I think for a Ratcatcher player is like, that's a win.
It's a little bit appropriate.
If everybody's sick at the end of the game, you definitely get it.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, and with the results we had was the results that I think reflected the way the game went.
Yeah.
I would still like to see a touch more variety in the team.
Yeah.
I love being able to take Bonesaw. I've still not had as much luck with Veteran Graves, and if anyone's got any ideas of how to use him, please let me know, 'cause I don't have them. But I just feel that we need something to make them bump up from my old favourites, the Morts.
Yeah, a little bit of extra. I think we both said at the end, you were like, oh, I could have taken Skulk against Corbellion. I was like, I could have taken Veteran Harmony against the Rats, but I think I'm glad we didn't, because we just went for it. One thing we did both praise that we really enjoyed is new game plan cards.
The game plan cards were excellent.
They're really good variety, like the high level ones. There was one I had in my hand which was a +6, which gave both of us the choice of a +2 move character. We had one that we both made the dodge, but we chose the opponent to dodge, and it was dodge on the that was really interesting.
I had the +5 mudslide, which if you're a footballing team is
that
excellent. Rough ground. Okay, the rough ground we used was relatively big size, but it looked fantastic on the table because that scenery that we had was absolutely amazing.
Big thank you to the scene, because that is some beautiful terrain. You'll be seeing it on plenty of other battle reports coming up, but there'll have been a review which will be somewhere over on one of these corners.
But the +2/+2 for turning that into fast ground rather than rough ground. If you're in the position at the start of the turn, you get initiative. It's a +5 card. Whoosh.
That's a game changer as well. It's a real game changer.
It could be a real game changer.
There's a lot less negative influence ones. You had one in your hand which was a +2 that gave me 110% one.
Yeah, +1 influence, +1 to the score, but +2 influence.
Yeah.
Great.
I think it's one of those things that they've tweaked to make far more positive. There were some that were just negative and crushing, and these are really good fun.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the cards, and remember I'm a minor guild, so I'm taking an extra card. I was looking at all of them thinking there are things I can generally play here.
Good stuff here.
I only played the +7 because I felt I needed it. On balance, if I was more momentum behind, there was a whole range of different things I could do on that turn, and none of them were bad.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic game, because it's one of those ones where when you can talk to your opponent about your activations, what you're hoping to do and they're hoping to do, you get feedback either way. It becomes more of a collaborative kind of thing, and there's so many avenues for goal attacks on that pitch.
There were. I'd have loved to try and get more out of Piper and his Reverie, because at the top of turn 3 when I scored with Pelage, I was complicating it for myself. I was like, well, I can do this and this and this, and it was like, well, I could just run and score.
Yeah.
But that's too easy, just running and scoring. I think I got bogged down in the middle as well with the 3 damage dealers that you were talking about in the intro.
Yeah, his legendary, Piper using his legendary at the start was really, really good, but the problem is, as soon as Granite and Chisel and Mallet kind of get there, I mean, it would have been, if I would have been receiving, it would have been happening turn 2, because you just dodge all up, you didn't have to worry about it. But as soon as Granite gets stuck in, she's such a tar pit.
Absolutely, and I think it's right. I don't necessarily think I needed to get the ball. If I got the ball onto Scourge with that pass on the first turn, I would have made a pass to Bonesaw and pushed him up that way. Again, and these are some of the small little tweaks that would help me when I'm running such a fine margin with the Ratcatchers team.
Yeah, but fantastic game again.
Absolutely, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
See you then.
Hi guys, thank you very much for watching our content. It means the world to us. If you'd like to see some more videos, they should be over here. And if you'd like to support our channel, keep these lights on. You can find links to our Patreon and merchandise in the description below. See you later.